What's up, SNA fans? This is Super Ninja Austin back here with another video. And yeah, the wrestling news video the day after a very delightful backlash. The second, I'll say the second biggest, best pay-per-view that I've ever watched in WWE right now, especially on the new era, which we're probably going to talk about that in just a moment. But I thought I might give that out though, anyways. But yeah, we're gonna be talking about the wildest wrestling stories. Remember that you SNA fans need to know from the Wrestle Zone article on May 5th, 2024. And yeah, that's the Cinco de Mayo kind of Cinco de Mayo style that's that the wrestling news, I should say. Well, I'm not gonna say much of Spanish things, only to say hola SNA amigos. But let's get started off with today with Alicia Edwards is always down for a fight. Touts the system's success in TNA, and it says right here Alicia Edwards is ready for anything that's thrown at her. And while speaking with WrestleZone's managing editor Bill Pritchard ahead of TNA's Under Sledge special event, there she will team with Masha Slamovich to challenge Spitfire for the TNA Knockouts Tag Team Champions. Alicia spoke about the system's successful weekend at TNA Rebellion, which saw Moose retain his TNA World Championship against Nick Nemeth. The night wasn't without its issue, as Broken Matt Hardy showed up after the main event. Alicia says Hardy's return doesn't exactly mean the system is in trouble. She said, it was an extremely successful weekend for the system, and just because Broken Hardy showed up does not mean that is going to be problems for the system. I think that's where everyone wants to kind of go. She noted, but look at Nick Nemeth. He came and returned to Hard to Kill, and he tried to get the title off Moose, and he didn't get the job done. So same thing as Broken Hardy. So I mean, who else are they going to throw at us? And here's the post right here of Under Siege, like the post of the TNA pay-per-view. And then also more about Alicia Edwards on the same interview about the house Hardy tease with where to point the point Pritchard pointed out that Hardy recently said his wife Rebby would be open to a match, and he's discussed having some other House Hardy members show up. And in response, Edwards said this: I mean, they can bring the whole clan of they want. I am up for everything and anything. So, like we always say, anything is possible. So, if the system has to go to the House of Hardy, then that's what we are going to do. I am always down for a fight. If Rebby wants some, come get some, man. You know where I am at. I'm TNA, so Alicia and the system are on posters for Under Siege, like that's something she does not take lightly. Edwards said it feels great, and it reinforces the fact that the system is here to stay. and and she added, I mean, it feels great. I feel it feels like the company trusts us to be the face of the company, and the direction where the company going, and now is just a good feeling that four of us sticking together of is kind of holding the TNA flag real high, and just kind of proving uh, that we are not going anywhere, and we are here to make a move in the wrestling world, and that's the exactly what we are doing. So it feels great. It really does. She said. And what's your thoughts on Alicia Edwards in these comments of from in this WrestleZone interview? And do you think Moose and the system is not worried about Matt Hardy or even the Hardy clan? Let me know down in the comment section right down below about that. And do you think that they're ready for Matt Hardy, and maybe Alicia Edwards is ready for Rebby Hardy? Yeah, please leave your comments right down in the chat box below. Even though it's not called a chat box, but you get the point. But moving on to the next news, we got some Jared Lawler news. As says his health is great following 2023 stroke, and yeah, we got some fortunate news for the king, which he shares a positive news, positive show shares some positive news uh, about his health, and it's doing great following his stroke in 2023. In February 2023, Jerry Lawler suffered a stroke and he underwent surgery. He was subsequently released from the ICU and sent home. Over the next few months, he dealt with some health problems as his recovery continued. Lawler made an untelevised appearance in front of the live crowd when WWE Raw was held in Memphis in August 2023. In October, he said that he was still in rehab, and he was in speech therapy. But during a virtual signing for East Coast auction, the East Coast autograph auctions, Jerry Lawler commented on his health and his recovery. And he said, "My health is great. I just went over to the doctors to get back on the road, like from my knee replacement, uh, and uh, and then of course still some minor difficulties from the stroke, but all that stuff is coming around fast." uh, and Lawler made a pre-taped appearance on NXT TV in November 2023. He was one of the legends who chose the participants in the Iron Survivor Challenge qualifiers. But what's your thoughts on Jerry the King Lawler? Jerry the King Lawler recovering from his stroke from last year. And yeah, I would say congratulations to the WWE legend, and I would suggest you guys do the same as well. Like, but yeah, let me know in the comments below and what's your thoughts on his recovery. And I would say this is great news, and hopefully we'll see him around in legendary episodes of Raw or SmackDown on the special occasions because I think he's still in a Legends deal. So hopefully we'll see him around like in the ring, and you don't have to worry about him suffering another health problem which it seemed like that stage is over, and let's hope it stays that way for the rest of his life, and hopefully, whatever he wants to do, and for the remaining of his life, like after being a successful in-ring grappler, I can hopefully we'll have more of the King's Court segments, like whenever he's in his hometown of Memphis. Yeah. Like when WWE and him himself will be in his hometown in Memphis, Tennessee. Let me rephrase that. But yeah, that was a very interesting segment, especially when he's involved in some kind of feud or championship celebration or whatever it may be on the segment. For move on to the next one, we got some. Okay, next up we got some Baron Corbin news. He's on WWE fans in France chanting for him, in his response saying, "I'll be there next time." And the fans will possibly will have a treat of the lone wolf next time they visit the lovely country, I guess you could say. The crowd chanted for Barrett, but unfortunately they didn't have him this past weekend. Neither on the Friday night SmackDown before Backlash and the Backlash PLE itself. But yeah, they were chanting for Baron Corbin at WWE SmackDown and WWE Backlash, even though he wasn't on neither shows. Their support did not go unnoticed, as Baron Corbin previously proved that he was popular among WWE fans in France at at a WWE live event in Paris in April 2023. Corbin snapped his losing streak by beating Red Boogs. The crowd gave him a standing ovation, like making it a night the former King of the Ring winner would likely remember for years to come. WWE returns to France with the May 3rd episode of Friday Night SmackDown and the Backlash Premium Live event the day after on May 4th. Baron Corbin did not appear on both shows, but he took to social media to say that he heard everyone in France chanting for him. He wrote that he wished to wish he was there to experience his. Come on.